come in. They have to show that they can love our country. They have to be proud. Not like Ilhan Omar. Did you see that wise guy? You know, she's always talking about the Constitution provides me with the following. You know, the Constitution, she comes from a country that's a disaster.
Dropping kids off at school, picking them up, helping your neighbors get to and from doctor's appointments, all of that is seen and necessary, and we thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I was asked to talk today mostly about kind of things that we're working on.
Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ilhan Omar with the fakest, I don't know what to call this, a hate crime or yeah, it's so much to unpack here. Let's just watch the first iteration of this. And you just tell me, I may be setting you up for biases, but just tell me, does this look like a real act of violence toward Ilhan Omar? Or does this look staged? Y'all tell me in the comments section. Roll the clip.
ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
That's the fakest sugar honey iced tea I've ever seen.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
No, we'll go.
No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No,
We will continue this. We're not going to get away with it.
you need to go get checked. No, you don't know what. No. That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked.
Whatever it is smells so
I
bad.
don't know
That's
what that
that's
was.
what they want. Please don't let them have
It's
it.
not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show.
The show.
Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of
we
whatever.
got other clips. Let's go to some of the other clips. Let's skip the news clip and let's go to some of the other clips, and then we get back to the news clip. Just look at these angles. Now, let me say this, because people get mad at me. I condemn any act of violence towards anybody. I can't stand this little raghead fool. I can't stand her. You know, I want nothing to do. I think she's a devil. And on that day, when the Lord break the sky, she ain't gonna make it. But I don't condone people being wusses and cowards and attacking people like this. You go face off on somebody if you really want to get about that business. You don't go and attack them while they're not looking at all of those coward stuff. I don't agree with none of that. So if this was real, I think that guy should go to jail. They should have beat him up on the side over there at the security guys. But I know it's not real. So let's stay in reality here. Let's be honest. The math just ain't adding up lately between the grocery stores and those skyrocketing insurance premiums. Even with the steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high-interest credit cards to cover expenses. If you're a homeowner caught in a cycle, carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s or even 30s, it's time to get some relief. Right now, mortgage rates are at a 3-year low, and my friends at American Financing are helping homeowners pay off that high-interest debt at rates in the low 5s. Their salary-based mortgage consultants don't just push loans. They build exit strategies from debt. On average, they've saved their customers $800 a month. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay the next 2 mortgage payments. There are no upfront fees or obligations to find out how much you can save. America's home for home loans is American Financing. Call today, 866-889-8010. That's 866-889-8010 or AmericanFinancing.net/Tatum. Come on,
Secretary
play this clip.
Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Look at this stuff. He sprayed her and backed off into the security's arms. Man, what kind of, man, go back. He could have ran up and pushed her or something. He could have ran up and squirted her and was right in her face right here, squirt her and say, da-da-da-da-da. He squirts, and then, where the security guy at? Catch me, bro. Catch me. I just did a crime. Catch me. Come to find out, he didn't spray her with nothing. Bro, the clip. Man, time out. Think about this. God dang it, these people are so silly. If the security guy wasn't in the corner, where was he gonna go? Think about this. Was he gonna keep doing this? Ilhan Omar. He gonna go out the back door. Ilhan Omar. He didn't try to run. He didn't look at nobody. He didn't do nothing. He backed into the arms of the security guy. He sprayed her and was like, he didn't even look back. Like almost he knew that he was gonna get caught in the arms of a security guy. He didn't even resist or nothing. What was his goal? If it was to hurt her, he'd have put something real in the syringe. If it was the attacker, he could have walked up and slapped her. If it was really to do that and get out of there, he would have fought and resisted. And I'm going to tell you guys why this is going to end up being another burger. I'm going to tell you why here in a second. Finish the clip. Nobody's moving. Nobody's running. Nobody's alert. Ilhan Omar attacks a guy. She goes after him. After he sprayed her with a substance, she goes after him. Nobody would react like that. If somebody sprayed me at a show, I'm like, oh, I better get out of here, because how do I know there's not more assailants? How do I know there's not more, it's poison or some type of acid or something somebody sprayed on me? I'm not going to get sprayed and then run after the guy. I ain't trying to attack him. I'm walking up to him. It's so fake, it's crazy. Roll the clip.
Representative Omar, are you okay?
You know, I'm gonna go figure if I am, but I feel okay. I feel that it is important for people, whether they are in elected office or not, to allow these people to intimidate us, to make us not fight for our constituents and for the country we love. And as I said, you know, I've survived war. And I'm definitely going to survive intimidation and whatever these people think they can throw at me, because I'm built that way.
A dude squirted you with some water, and you built that way. Here's another angle. I don't always trust angles because you never know where their eyes at, but just look at it and tell me, do you think even this is slightly suspicious? The guy's head that's in the frame with the glasses on is the guy who got up. Roll it.
Dropping kids off at school, picking them up, helping your neighbors get to and from doctor's appointments. All of that is seen and necessary, and we thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I was asked to talk today mostly about kind of things that we're working on in this time period. So in Minnesota, the legislature isn't in yet. We go back in about 2.5 weeks, but we have still been working really hard with our executive partners in the governor's office to make sure that we are trying to protect people in Minnesota. So we're I was asked to talk today.
Now, some people do glance at stuff. Maybe the dude is awkward and weird, and he so happened to look at her. She looking at him because he's weird. That's a possibility. But when you put it all together, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? She's glancing and looking at this guy that's sat right there in an unobstructed position, and he never did anything to her. Roll the clip. Look at him. And time out. Put this in perspective. What is his grievance? What was his grievance, right? After he said something about a Republican politician, he's at a Democrat event, and he really expresses no grievance. Wait till I show you pictures of his social media and his kids, and then you tell me what grievance does he have against her? Let's get to the next clip.
Yeah, look, number one, everybody ought to condemn any kind of political violence and political intimidation, whether it's happening to a Democrat or happening to a Republican. And that would go for the president, it would go for members of Congress. Everybody ought to condemn all political violence and all political intimidation, and so we should in this case. The other thing that jumps out to me tonight is, and we've talked about this before in unfortunate circumstances, most members of Congress are out in the open. They do not have great security.
I mean, that is terrifying,
And,
how easily he could approach her.
You know, they're not treated like the president. You know, we're used to seeing the president and all the Secret Service and all that. Most members of Congress, vast majority of them, have very little security at all, and they really are out in the open, and all it takes is one crazy person or hateful person or whatever to approach them. So we should keep that in mind. You know, we have a lot of tough political debates and tough political fights, but we're all human beings here, and these human beings who are in elected office are often in very insecure environments.
So let me add something to this because I think it's important, okay? This is one of the reasons why I created Blackline Security Operations. We specifically support members of Congress. We got a few members of Congress that we support already, or that we in the works of supporting, and we do all of that. Members of Congress, what people don't understand is members of Congress, especially in the House of Representatives, they get $20,000 a month for their security outside of the Capitol. And we have encouraged members of Congress that they need to take advantage of that security. It's free money to you. The government has it allotted for you anyway. So you need to take advantage of that and have adequate security. And let me just say this too. Put me on the screen. And this is Blackline Security Operations, which is the security company, and we protect Nick Shirley and a whole bunch of other people. But just having security is not enough. You need to have adequate security. You need to have people that won't let somebody run up on stage and throw something at you or spray something on you without getting knocked unconscious. So I encourage every member of Congress, if you have not found security yet, you got money allocated for your security by the United States government for these very reasons. Go to Blackline Security Operations. Click the form at the top. Put me back on the screen. Click the contact form. Contact form will take you here. Fill in the information. Send us a note. Tell us, what your security needs. We'll have a security professional reach out to you. You can put me back on the screen. And we'll assess what you need. A lot of the Congress people that we're in communication with, we're assessing them. We do a threat assessment, an online threat assessment, so we know exactly what the threat level is. And then from there, we curate a plan specifically for you. These are some of the influencers that we are supporting. And you could choose to pick an influencer that you want to specifically give your money to, or you could go to the donate page, and then you could see where you could support to the general fund, which means that you don't have a specific person you want to support, but you want to support people who need security that cannot afford it. People who need training, you name it, we support it, okay? That's Blackline Guardian Fund. The Blackline Guardian Fund is the 501c3. Blackline Security is the operational arm of security, all right? We just got a clip of CNN saying it was apple cider vinegar that was sprayed on Ilhan Omar. Roll the clip.
News just into CNN. We were talking about the attack on Congresswoman Ilhan Omar at a town hall just a moment ago. Just into CNN right now, police believe the substance that was sprayed at her by this 55-year-old man was apparently apple cider vinegar. Again, you see the video there. Omar responding by saying that she will not be intimidated. You see the man being tackled there. He has since been arrested and is facing criminal charges. We have a judge.
Now, apple cider vinegar. What was his goal? Staged. Let's just. I think it was staged. Maybe it wasn't. It's a possibility that it wasn't. I think it's staged. Somebody said help with kidney stones. He should have sprayed it in her mouth, maybe. Who would go through that entire trouble? Oh, this is what I was going to tell you guys. This is important. Let me tell you why this could be staged and a person can go to jail and they'll be okay with it. They're not going to prosecute him for anything other than disorderly conduct. And Ilhan Omar, at the end of the day, has a right to say she want to prosecute against him or not. Now, she could do that in the quiet. He'll be let out of jail. Nobody ever know. But the lie that went around the world of her getting attacked, in my opinion, will be already out there before anything manifests. He didn't do anything harmful against her but disorderly conduct. Now, maybe they charge him with something higher. I will see if they hold on to the prosecution of any legitimate charges, and the dude will be out in no time, and nobody's going to talk about it anymore. But it signals a threat or a attack on her to try to balance out the attacks that all the other Republican politicians have had. Let me show you real quick the kids. I want to throw that in there real quick. Just put this on the screen. This also is kind of interested in motive. This guy looked like he had trans kids and stuff. LGBTQ AARPs. Let's go to the other clip of his son, I think, that's named Drew, that's a girl now. They. How you gonna be a she and a they? They tripping, boy. They be making up all kinds of stuff. But that allegedly is his daughter. So what is he mad at Ilhan Omar about? For being a Muslim? That's not what he said. That's not what he posted. It's fake.